When you hit 75, it's easy to think your diet doesn't need to change anymore. After all, you've eaten this way for years and you're fine, so why worry now, right? But the truth is, those same harmless seeming habits are secretly chipping away at your health and longevity, a little each day, without you even realizing it. I met Richard, a 78-year-old from Arizona. He was proud he'd never had a major illness and ate simply, just following his gut. But during a routine checkup, his doctor found severe muscle loss and abnormally high blood sugar and sodium levels. He was shocked. "I don't eat anything extreme," he said. "I eat small portions, drink in moderation, and avoid greasy food." But his intuitive approach of eating less and avoiding things left his body severely short on protein and water, while he unknowingly absorbed too much sugar and salt. It was a huge wake-up call, not just for him, but for all of us. After 75, your body just isn't the same. Its ability to absorb, metabolize, and regenerate slows down significantly. What you eat or don't eat now directly impacts your daily energy, flexibility, memory, sleep, and even how well you recover from an illness or a fall. And here's the kicker. Many nutritional mistakes don't come from eating too much, as we often assume, but the opposite, from not eating enough, not eating right, or overlooking the small stuff. That's why today I'm sharing 4 common nutritional mistakes people over 75 often make, even when living moderately, and simple, effective fixes so you can keep living healthy, independent, and enjoying every moment of your golden years. And you'll want to stick around because the 4th mistake, something that seems like a good habit, could be secretly making your health decline faster than you'd imagine. If you've ever wondered, why do I eat so little but still feel tired, struggle with sleep, or feel forgetful? The answer might be right here. Let's dive in. Mistake 1, eating too little protein. If you're over 75 and believe eating less meat and eggs to be easier on the stomach and digestion is a smart move, you might want to pause and listen to your body. Because the habit of consuming too little protein, whether by accident or on purpose, is making you weaker every day without you even knowing it. Many older adults feel that eating simply for easy digestion is a healthy lifestyle. But the reality is, as you age, your body can no longer maintain muscle mass and immunity like it used to. Without enough protein, you'll lose muscle, feel weak, struggle to walk, and be more prone to falls, even if you eat 3 meals every day. I once spoke with Helen, an 80-year-old woman from Florida. She cooked for herself daily: oatmeal for breakfast, vegetable soup for lunch, toast for dinner. She was convinced she was eating healthy. But then she began feeling tired just walking to the door. Her hands would shake when she poured water, and she lost more hair. After a blood test, her doctor found she was severely protein deficient. She never imagined that a lack of meat could leave her feeling so weak. After 75, the body's ability to synthesize protein drops significantly. This means even if you eat the same amount as you did at 60, your body absorbs far less. That's why experts now recommend that older adults need to consume more protein, not less. Protein isn't just for building muscle at the gym. It's the building block for muscle repair, tissue recovery, memory support, blood pressure stability, and your immune defense. If you catch colds that linger, wounds heal slowly, or feel constantly fatigued, your body could be starving for protein. The good news, you don't have to eat steak every day. A boiled egg, some tofu, a small piece of salmon, or a glass of soy milk can make a huge difference. If you're not a big meat eater, start with soft, digestible options that are easy to add into your daily meals. You could try starting your day with scrambled eggs and veggies, having some lentil stew for lunch, and enjoying Greek yogurt or unsweetened peanut butter in the evening. Don't wait until your limbs feel weak, your balance is off, or your hair is falling out to think about protein, because by then your body's message is already loud and clear. Now, if you want to know if you're protein deficient, try standing up from a chair without using your hands. If you feel wobbly or it takes too much effort, that's a major sign. The great thing is, you can absolutely change that, starting with dinner tonight. Mistake 2, not drinking enough water. If you think you don't need much water because you're not thirsty, you are definitely not alone. So many people over 75 believe drinking less means fewer bathroom trips and less inconvenience. But this is one of the most silently dangerous mistakes in old age. And because the consequences aren't obvious, it's easily dismissed. As we age, our bodies don't signal thirst as clearly as they used to. You can become severely dehydrated without ever feeling thirsty. That's why many older adults truly believe they've had enough to drink, while in reality their body is drying up, one cell at a time. I remember Sam, an 82-year-old who lived alone in San Diego. He was a creature of habit, eating 3 daily meals with a few sips of water after each. But he often had mild headaches, fatigue, and felt dizzy when he stood up. At first, he brushed it off as just old age, until one day he fell in his bathroom getting up from an afternoon nap. His doctor confirmed the cause was postural hypotension, which was caused by chronic dehydration. After age 70, your kidneys are less efficient, your tissues hold less moisture, and your ability to maintain electrolyte balance drops dramatically. If you don't drink enough water, your risk of confusion, constipation, urinary tract infections, and falls increases significantly. And here's the danger. Unlike hunger, dehydration doesn't feel gnawing. It just quietly slows down every single system in your body. So how much is enough? On average, older adults should aim for at least 6 to 8 glasses of water each day, spread throughout the day. Don't wait until you're thirsty, and it doesn't have to be plain water. Broth, unsweetened milk, diluted juices, or herbal teas all contribute effectively to your hydration. Keep a small water bottle where you usually sit, by the sofa, on your nightstand, or the dining table. Make it a goal to finish it by noon, then refill it for the afternoon. If your urine is dark, that's your body's alarm bell telling you to drink more. Don't let that lingering fatigue or sudden dizzy spells become your normal. One small change to your water habit, at the right time, in the right amount, can be a game changer for your energy, memory, and preventing serious accidents in just weeks. It all starts with that first glass of water tomorrow morning. Mistake 3, consuming too much sugar and salt. Many older adults stick to the habit of adding salt to food and enjoying a sweet treat each day as a little pleasure. A little sugar, a little salt. It sounds so harmless. But once you're past 75, these little bits can pile up into a dangerous load on your heart, your kidneys, and even your memory. After age 70, the body's capacity for processing sodium and sugar drops significantly. The kidneys don't filter as fast, and your insulin system becomes less responsive. This means even a seemingly tiny amount of salt and sugar can lead to high blood pressure, swelling, insomnia, confusion, and worse, a higher risk of stroke. I met Larry, 79, from Oregon. Every morning he started with coffee and 2 spoons of sugar, plus a small muffin. Lunch was a sandwich with processed meat and pickles, what he'd eaten since his work days. He thought he was being moderate and very restrained, but he often felt agitated. His heart would race at night, and his memory was getting noticeably worse. When tested, his blood pressure and sugar levels were both in the warning zone. And what many people don't realize is sugar and salt aren't just from the shaker. They hide in bread, ketchup, canned soups, and even the low-fat yogurt that many seniors prefer. Most people over 75 consume double the recommended amount of salt and sugar without having a clue. The good news is you don't have to give up sweet or salty flavors entirely. You just need a few small tweaks. Start by reading food labels. If syrup, fructose, glucose, or sodium are high on the list, that's your cue to put it back. Instead of cake, try an apple, a ripe banana, or unsweetened raisins. Instead of salt, use lemon, onion, garlic, or herbs like cilantro, turmeric, and black pepper to boost natural flavor. If you still crave that familiar taste, try saving it for one set day of the week. Maybe Saturday is your day for a small slice of cake or a saltier, savory dish. That way you still feel satisfied, but your body isn't fighting an overload every single day. Remember, it's not one spoonful of salt or sugar that hurts you. It's the daily habit over many years. And by changing one small thing in your meal today, Your body will thank you for it tomorrow. If you're finding this video helpful, do me a favor and drop a 3 in the comments below. And hey, if you haven't already, I'd love it if you'd hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you don't miss what's next. Your support is what keeps this channel going and helps us create more content just like this. Mistake 4. Skipping meals or eating at irregular times. Have you ever skipped a meal because you were busy, tired, or just didn't feel hungry? After age 75, eating when you're hungry might not be the safest strategy anymore. Because now your hunger cues aren't as reliable, and skipping meals or eating late doesn't just weaken you, it directly harms your brain, heart, and your sense of balance. Many older adults living alone eat irregularly, skipping meals here and there or just having a few crackers and calling it a day. They think, I'm old, a little food is enough. But after 70, if you don't provide steady energy, your body will start breaking down its own muscle and pulling glucose from the brain for fuel, leading to muscle loss, poor focus, and a higher risk of falling when just getting out of a chair. I remember Dolores, an 81-year-old from Texas. After her husband died, she often ate late or skipped meals because eating alone felt so lonely. She felt shaky, mentally foggy in the afternoons, and once fainted while sweeping. After her doctor's exam, the diagnosis was prolonged hypoglycemia, a direct result of her irregular meals, a completely preventable condition. When you eat erratically, your body lacks the energy to maintain stable cell function. A sudden blood sugar drop can make you dizzy, confused, headachy, or break out in a cold sweat. Long-term, this habit disrupts your metabolism, causes an irregular heartbeat, and significantly impacts memory. An older body thrives on a consistent nutrition schedule, like a biological clock supporting your health. The good news is you don't have to eat huge meals, just consistently and nutritiously. Pick 3 fixed times for the day, maybe 8 a.m., 12 p.m., and 5 p.m., and build your routine around them. If main meals are light, you can add a snack of nut milk, a ripe banana, or a handful of nuts midday. A simple trick: keep a small tray of food or a jar of healthy snacks where you often sit. So even if you don't feel like cooking, you have something nutritious to sustain your energy. And if you live alone, try pairing your meals with something you enjoy. Listen to soft music, video call a loved one, or simply put on a favorite YouTube show. Eating on time not only stabilizes blood sugar and supports mental health, it's also the simplest way to tell yourself, I am taking care of my body, and I'm doing it well, every single day. And that, right there, is the most important foundation for a healthy and meaningful old age. We've just walked through 4 nutritional mistakes that people over 75 very often make: eating too little protein, not drinking enough water, consuming too much sugar and salt, and skipping meals or eating irregularly. Each of these habits, though they seem small, can have a huge impact on your health, memory, and your ability to live independently. The thing is, none of us sets out to harm ourselves. Those habits form out of convenience, emotion, and familiar beliefs like, eat less to feel light, or, at my age, anything is fine. But now you know your body after 75 requires a smarter, more thoughtful approach to care. And you absolutely have the power to do that, starting with very simple steps. Take a moment to reflect. Are you skipping breakfast because you're not hungry? Are you drinking enough water all day, or only when you feel parched? Do you often reach for bread, canned soup, or pastries for convenience? Do you ever feel tired, dizzy, or sleepless and not know why? It's highly likely those signs aren't just old age. They're coming from what you've eaten or what you haven't. The best part, it's never too late to make a change. You don't have to change your entire world. Just 1 egg in the morning, a glass of water on time, 1 less spoonful of sugar in your coffee, or an alarm to remind you it's mealtime. These small shifts can create a massive difference in just a few weeks, sometimes even a few days. So I have a little challenge for you. Pick just one of these 4 habits and start adjusting it tomorrow. Whether it's adding some protein to breakfast, keeping a water bottle with you, or moving dinner from 8 p.m. to 5 p.m., you're planting a new seed for your own future health. Thank you so much for watching. If this resonated with you, I'd love to hear about it. Leave a comment telling me the first change you are going to make. Every story shared helps inspire someone else. And if you found this video helpful, please subscribe so we can see each other again in the next one, where I'll be right here with you on the journey to living healthier and happier every day.